That awareness is to start by giving you whatever token I will give you. The chair you want. I have a supplier in Lagos who said to me about while you wrote the letter. Who wrote the letter?
Harry.
Okay, because the letter and said it's between 1.5 to 2 million. No, it's actually twice that. Because I made the inquiry myself. I went to somebody who supplied and he said it's about 3-4 million now. So I said, okay, you're looking for 15. Even if I buy 3, even if I buy 4, even if I buy whatever I can buy, I'm not going to create awareness for other people to understand it. You need it.
Yes, sir.
All the words that just happen is free.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You're not asking for too much.
Yes.
And there's no reason why your country should not be glad to give you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So what we're going to use outside here so that we get a picture of everybody.
Okay, sir.
Present whatever I have.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll take it off from there. I'm very aware that we stop discussing politics and start discussing the development of the people, investing in the real areas, measurable areas of development, which is education, health, and pulling people out of poverty. And we can't do that without investing in the people. Governance is about the people. Service is about the people. By doing this, I want to ensure and create awareness that we politicians should abandon discussing politics daily and start discussing governance and welfare of the people daily.
Okay, so the students need about 15 shares, and you've already started out with 20 million naira.
Which will buy 5. So we are looking for 10 more. So by this, I'm going to be appealing to other people to say, wait, we cannot have a society where we spend millions to buy cars for political office holders. And young people are looking for tools to go to education. And schools don't have labs, they don't have classrooms, they don't have chairs. But we politicians are living like sand. It shouldn't be. We must dismantle it and invest in critical areas of the
Well, encouragement to the students.
urge them to take their education seriously. It is important to them. It's the tool they need for global competition. It's the greatest asset they need in their life. I was once like them. That's why I'm struggling to build a society where a child of nobody can be somebody.
Okay, so what is the face of the solution? Without it to be at the standard rate of 20%.
Well, I don't want to talk about politics. 2027 is not where I want to be. Let me talk about how the average Nigerian can put food on his table. Let me talk about this, how these children can be in school, how our secondary school, primary school can work, how the average Nigerian can go to hospitals and be cured. When 2027 comes, we'll be there. I assure you, I will contest.
Thank you very much.
You are blocking. Bend down,
Thank
please.
you very much for the opportunity of our I assure you of our commitment.
Please, let's move back.
When we get
Please
that
bend
way,
down.
I will speak to the VC after this and everybody to show that we are doing the awareness that these chairs need would be provided because you need it for your education. So I want to start mine by initial presentation of check of 20 million.
Yes.
So according to him, he was there to help create awareness for their dilemmas or their problems, while he also come bearing gifts. So again, we leave it in the diary. Last week, Tuesday, Fulani terrorists, they entered Riyom communities in Plateau State. And the program led to the death of 27 people. Of course, there were outrage. Maybe not as much as that of the 200 people killed in Benue, but there were outrage. Outrages from the government of Plateau State, from the people wailing and all that. There has been no single arrest made so far. None has been made so far on all other attacks too. But the victims, probably crying in their graves for justice, as some would say. So today, in Riyom, the community came together to say their final goodbye to their loved ones, slaughtered by the murderous Fulani terrorists last week, Tuesday. This may be a little bit emotional for some of you, but it is also a reminder that that could be any of us. It could be any of our loved ones. It could happen anywhere. That is the reality of that contraption today. While politicians are junketing from one place to the other, promising heaven and earth again for 2027, Nigerians are being slaughtered daily. And these Nigerians being killed, they barely made it to the news. Barely. But these were the victims of the last week's attack. For the record, let's go to Riyom. Those were human beings. They were not animals. They are not just log of wood. Those were human beings who had loved ones, who had dreams, women, children, whose lives were cut short by the murderous Fulani terrorists that the government of Nigeria continues to convince or try to force through the throat, of the people to accept to live with their own killers. Those were human beings. They were not just they were human beings, you know, who had dreams, who had all of that, and then boom. And hundreds of thousands have been killed that way. Why tens of millions have been made homeless? Lives shattered, economy ruined, destroyed. But the rulers of Nigeria believes that making peace with these terrorists, paying them, rehabilitating them, there is the solution to ending the terrorism. It's unfortunate though. And like I said, this is just one of those that made it to the internet. There were many that happens every day. What's that place called in Imo State today? Zobulu or so, from somewhere in Imo State, where last night gunmen invaded the community and they shot and killed 20 people in cold blood. I can't share that video with you. The killing is just so horrendous, like it is so terrifying and gripping too, if you care. And it can just be anybody, anytime, just anytime. And that's why we continue to remind ourselves to say, yesterday's survivors, they are the potential victims for today. You see all of us that survived today now, we are the potential victims for tomorrow. And it is just like everybody is just waiting for their own turn by turn Nigeria Limited. It's unreal. It's unreal. It's not normal. It's not right. They've normalized it. And not sort of like, damn. APC destroyed people's, they destroyed people's kind of like real true emotion. They turned Nigerians to zombies who are just sniffing around to look for what to eat next, like rats. Who is cooking? Who is cooking? Alaye, this place is burning. People are dying. Who is cooking? I need to eat. I need to eat. That's what everyone, they've turned them to zombies. Insensitive, indifferent. How many people died? 40 people. These people just they keep people anyhow, 40 people. See, yeah, beans, beans, 45 naira. And pomo 20 naira. In this country, now only God could save us for this country. See our bread. Dip them inside the beans. That's how they killed almost. That's how they killed almost 60 people in Sokoto yesterday too. How come this your beans can't do this hot like this, eh? They don't care. Only few does. And they are like so insignificant that the criminal politicians, for all we can see, could never be bothered. Can't be bothered. So, in Ebonyi, there are people who have been complaining about this criminals in government as well. Talk about double taxation, triple taxation. If you are a business owner, you are likely going to be familiar with all these kind of extortions, right? So something happened to a young man in his supposed business center yesterday. According to him, the agents of the brother to the governor, listen to this, in Ebonyi State, they said the Unwafiruo, that's their governor, right? How come I forgot his name like that? Anyway, Ebonyi governor has a brother. So Ebonyi governor is governor. His brother is governor's brother. And that governor's brother is like an office. So he has his own task force that actually goes out to collect taxes for him in Abakaliki. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. I am the governor. No. My brother is the governor. I am governor's brother. And in Ebonyi State, Abakaliki to be precise, every business, every shop owner has had one or twice encounter with the task force. This is not the Ebonyi State government task force, so governor's brother's task force, who goes out to enforce extortion. Even when this business owner says, oh, we've paid this, we've paid that now. So no, you have not paid Unwa brother, governor's brother. And if you don't, every other money you said you have paid, they are invalid. And I think that escalated very fast as they started destroying his shop, as he won't pay. They are thugs. They are not from government, but they have the government's cover because their leader is governor's brother. I don't think I'm even telling the story well. Let me show you what they said happened. And then the person who it happened to is a story. Let's go.
Where's the fuck on this one now? Let me sit down. Go your way. Go your way. No, their plate number. Their plate number. The motor. Plate number of the car then carry come sell. Which kind of be this one now? Take this man.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Builder Francis Ogbonnanifo, and the general public and the good people of Ebonyi State. I greet you from wherever you are watching this video from. I want to bring to the notice of His Excellency and the general public at large on what is going on in Ebonyi State. I believe the governor is not aware. I repeat myself, the governor is not aware of the double taxation of what is happening in Ebonyi State. We operate a printing press at number 15 Brickenbury Street, Abakaliki. And by the grace of God, we've been faithful in all our tax payments. Please forgive me. My name is Honorable Oguba Chukwu Emeka. I'm a native of Afikpo from Owana land, the ancestral village of Ezego Akanobia. We operate a printing press and we have been faithful in paying our tax. There is this advert fee that Abakaliki local government normally collects from us every year, and we have been faithful in paying it. Last year, another group of people from Abakaliki Capital Territory Board came for the same payment purpose. And luckily to us, they met with the Abakaliki tax people on the field in our office. And we asked them to go and resolve it. Information reaching us that they had fight and His Excellency the Governor settled the issue and asking the previous people who have been collecting that tax to collect the tax, which is Abakaliki local government. And they came back and we paid that tax last year. And the former people from Capital Territory Board disappeared and never came again. This year by February, the Abakaliki local government people on the field came again, and I promised a date which we paid the money, and a receipt was given to us. The other people from Capital Territory Board came, and we told them we can't engage ourselves in double taxation, that we will not pay the money except it is resolved. If they are the people to collect the money, then they should make the governor or the people in charge to stop the local government people of Abakaliki to keep on going carrying people's property because of that money. If you don't pay, they carry your properties. Yesterday, they came to my office. Yesterday being the 24th day of July on Wednesday by 4 p.m. to be precisely. They came to my office and luckily I was there in the office. They demanded to see they received the proof of payment of advert fee, which I showed them the money and the receipt we paid in Abakaliki local government. They came with 2 armed men. I said 2 armed men who were on mufti. They were putting black polo and I don't know the kind of trousers they were putting. Then a sign of green, white, green here, and they goggled themselves with a black shade. I will not know where they are coming from. I asked them, are you people from the police? They said yes. And I was trying to explain to them. I told them to go. Today, which is Thursday, I will come to their office and see how we resolve this, because we can't pay double taxation. And one of the armed men told them, don't you people remember what we came here to do? Let's do it. And more than 5 boys entered into my office, vandalized so many things, destroyed so many properties, and my mom was in that office. She came out to stop them, and a civil... Why you with you? Where's this one?
The beat up here is mom, because it was reported that somebody who is proving stubborn is asking too many questions. He won't pay. Let him finish the story.
And my mom was in that office. She came out to stop them. And a civil defense man, because we later noticed that those men are civil defense officers, pushed my mom, tore her dress, beat up my sister, beat up my brother, carried the laptop, carried some computers. I said civil defense officer, not those boys. Those boys they were on doing their own, beating up my brother, whom I asked to capture the videos of what they came to do in my office. I've told them to go, that I'll come to resolve this issue. They now beat up my mother, beat up my sister, destroy so many things, which the videos and the pictures will be attached to this video. Now, the receipt of what we pay will be also attached in this video. General public, please, the people of Ebonyi State, I'm calling on you people because it will not serve right. I know His Excellency does not know about this. That is why I'm making these videos, because of protocols for him to see what his people has been doing to people in Ebonyi State. When I was trying to speak with them, the leader who brought them to my office said he is Mwifuru, Governor Mwifuru brother, that we can't do anything to him. Now, take note, Your Excellency and the general public. If this thing continues, we will not even have people to come and invest in our dear state. Sir, it is very sad, it is very painful for a businessman to come out and begin to see such. And now, mark this, the damages, the cost in this office is worth more than 8 million naira. And they beat up my junior brother, took him to wherever I don't know. Wherever I don't know. When we went to Capital Territory, that is when they told us it is the